we are going to finish our last subtopic for this distance time graph. Okay, how do we solve problems involving distance time graph? So I chose example 8 from the textbook. Okay, here we have the graph. However, this is an incomplete distance time graph that shows Mr. Tan's journey from Seremban to Lumut. So if you can see here, you have Seremban and Rawang on the graph. Okay, Mr. Tan stops at Rawang for lunch and a short break before he continues his journey to Lumut. So the Lumut is not in the graph. Okay, question 8. The average speed of Mr. Tan's car from Seremban to Rawang is 66.2/3 km per hour. Calculate the distance from Seremban to Rawang. Okay, so you have the average speed. Okay, remember average speed equals to total distance divided by total time. Okay, so you have the average speed 66.2/3 here, and the total distance, we don't know the total distance. How about the time? Yeah, we do know the time. The time is 1.5 hour. Okay, why is it 1.5 hour? Because at 1.5 hours, Mr. Tan already reached Rawang for lunch, and then the graph become flat, meaning he stays at Rawang to have his lunch. So the total distance we don't know. We use the capital R, and the time 1.5. Okay, so R is 66.2/3 times 1.5. Okay, the unit here is hour, here is kilometer per hour. So 66.2/3 kilometer per hour times 1.5 hour. So the hour we can cancel them off. So we have R equals to 100 kilometer. So the distance between Seremban and Rawang is 100 kilometer. Okay, so that's question A. Question B. The distance between Seremban and Lumut is 300 km. Mr. Tan drive at an average speed of 80 km per hour to reach Lumut from Rawang. Okay, average speed is 80 km per hour. From Seremban to Lumut is 300 km. So from Seremban to Rawang is 100. So from Rawang to Lumut will be 300 minus 100 km equals to 200 kilometer. Complete the given distance time graph to represent Mr. Tan's whole journey. Okay, how about the time? Okay, we need the time here. Okay, time equals to distance divided by speed. Okay, so the total distance, the distance from Rawang to Lumut is 200, and then the average speed is 80 km per hour. 200 kilometer. Okay, so 200 divided by 80 equals to 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours. So let's redraw the graph. Okay, use ruler class. Okay, just now we had 100 here. Start from 0, and then here 200, up here 300. Here is the distance in kilometer, and then here time. So just now we had until 2.5, right? Okay, 100, and here is 1.5, so 0.5, 1, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, the time in hours. Okay, so here you have the 3.5 and the 4.5. So at 1.5 hour he reached Rawang, and then he was there until 2.5 hours. So it was like this in the question. So after 2.5 hours, which is 5 hours late, if we do it, ding 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 ding. Okay, so that's how we continue the graph. So the graph is now complete. So after 5 hours of journey, he reached Lumut. Okay, so that's all. That's how we solve the problem. So we need to understand the problem first, and then we plan the strategy. We know the formula, and we got to manipulate. How do we calculate the speed, the time, and the distance from the formula? And then we understand the questions, we plan the strategy, and then we carry out the strategy, and in the end we have the graph. Okay, so that's all for me. Thank you.